Okay.
So as of right now, we've got it recording so that she can see it, or whoever wants to see it, or whatever, we can do that. So why don't we go ahead and start with, Dave, will you just kind of bring Kevin up to speed as far as what you have for the financials? I mean, just kind of highlight.
Sure. So I was looking last year, Kevin, or 5 years ago, I guess. What we charged $25 per person, $50 a couple, obviously at the door, as far as admission, and we collected $2,650 last year, and we have $160 left of that money that we actually had collected above and beyond what we had to pay. So, I sent Jen these numbers too, and if I get an email address, happy to share these with you as well. I mean, broke down how we spent the money as far as DJ, for example, we spent $350 on the catering,
yeah, why don't you take my number down?
Okay.
Or I can send it to you on Facebook, whatever, and send me a copy of that, because
cool. Just tell me this. Can you just tell me an email address real quick, or?
Oh yeah, KTSMJonas@Yahoo.
KTSMJonas@Yahoo. Cool.
And I haven't had a chance. I don't know if Jen said anything to you about the golf course at all.
No, she has left me hanging here. She said you had some plans here, but didn't.
Well, I didn't want to have to say it over and over. So this is why I really wanted you to be on the call, Kevin, because I mean, I'm listening to what you're saying when you and I talked, and I was like, sounds great. Like the ball was starting to roll, but then the nitty gritty details, I was like,
No, that's cool. What in conversation with Art also, Dave, I was talking to him, and we had set a date last year because we just had a good experience at Lakeside Links.
Okay.
Golfing out there. Obviously, they have a bigger lobby area and bar and everything right there. And so the year before that, we had a really bad experience at Hemlock. They got new management, and it wasn't cool at all. So we went out there, and thinking about it, I was talking to Jimmy Gretzinger, and he's like, well, why don't we just do it all here in one day?
Sure.
I was like, oh, cool, that's a great idea. So I talked to Art about it, and I don't have the dates in front of me or anything like that. I haven't had a chance. I think it's the weekend before the 4th of July.
mm-hmm.
Is what we were thinking, because of the fact that people will be there for at least a week anyway if they're coming from a long distance. Because in the last few years, it's been a problem getting people together during the 4th of July.
It's the 27th. June 27th.
Yeah, and so I called Scott I can't think of his last name, at Lakeside Links, the golf pro who I've been dealing with, and he said he can accommodate 70 people comfortably. They've had DJs in there before. He just needed to know a number and talk to the owners to make sure that we were able to have it shut down for us. And he said, given it being that time of year, that we play golf in the morning, have the golf outing, have whoever wants to come. So we switched the name of it to just the LHS alumni golf outing, so anybody can come, because it kind of felt like it was just our class that could come.
Sure.
So we switched it to that, and so more people showed up from different classes. And then Scott, the golf pro, said if we golf in the morning, like I said, and then give him time so he can still have his golfers use the golf course and have, like, I don't know, drinks at 5:30 or 6, somewhere in there, and then dinner at 7 because they cater also.
Okay.
I didn't have him cater for me because I just cooked like we did last time. But in thinking about all that, I want to say it was $35. I could be wrong.
That would be per person?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what he said. That's not what he told me this year. And that was just for the golf outing. But hold on. I had so I plan on giving him a call this weekend for sure. Get more numbers down and see if he had a chance to talk to the owners.
Okay.
So I see that for the reunion last time, I mean, just if my math is right here, it looks like we had 106 people that came to the reunion, and that was not. I don't have us on that list. So Jen, not you or your husband, or I guess my wife was at her class reunion that weekend as well. And then I don't think Beth Dixon either. So we were probably about at 110 people.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
there were people that came, like, after it was pretty much done, there were people that came and kind of hung out
Right.
towards the end.
Well, I just counted 106 people who who paid, and I think almost everybody paid in advance or paid at the door, and but I think that we only had a couple of no-shows, so maybe we had a strong 100. If I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And talking with you, Jen, last week, you had said you would think that number would be lower because of the fact that it was like the first initial gathering, and it was 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, because see, we had a 5-year, but we never had a 10-year. So I think people are really excited to have that 20 years. So my estimate or my guess would be that, like when you're saying, Kevin, that 70 people would be comfortably there. I'm thinking that would be perfect.
75?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I tell him 75, just to get a number?
I think so. Because some people are going to be like, you know what, it's 25 years, I don't really care about it, I'm not going to go. Then you got those people that, there's going to be a strong core of people that are going to be like, you know what, I'm excited about this, let's do this.
Right. Well, also, he said 70, that's comfortable. And then, if there's overflow outside, which would probably happen anyway.
Yeah. People are going to want to be doing their thing.
Shoot, who knows? It might start shooting glow-in-the-dark golf balls at the hole. For money.
There you go.
Oh, boy. Now, Kevin, you're saying with the $35 per person, that was with the golf?
No.
Not with golf. Okay.
No. That was just a number I was remembering from him telling me for catering the golf outing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to have another meeting again, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll have to get some more numbers down.
Okay.
And if I can nail some numbers down this weekend, so we can post something.
Okay.
Because that's the other thing, people-wise. What is it? 2 months away? 3?
It's we have
April.
the rest of March through April, May, June. Yeah, 3 months away.
So.
Okay, so let's So Dave, you have emailed both me and Kevin the numbers, the hard numbers, right?
I've emailed them to you, Jen. I haven't gotten to.
Okay. All right. So Dave, you're going to take care of that.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kevin, you're going to talk with the guys this weekend.
Scott. Yep.
Scott.
Yep. And then I'll, if not tomorrow.
Okay. So can you find out if he's going to need like a deposit down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I remember, like, that was kind of one thing that I freaked out about when we were planning the 20th, because when we set out the, save the dates and, we asked for people to get their money turned in, we had to put in our own money to front the deposit for the room and all the deposit for the food. And that was a little bit wrecking.
Right.
So find out if there is a deposit needed. And then we can just start. Now, do we have, Dave, do you remember, do you have addresses and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I have a, I wonder what these are. This can't be everybody. I have a, I'm gonna have to look, because what I'm looking at is only for like 48 people, and I think these are some of the people I think that I was struggling for at the end or something here. I don't. Let's see here. Reunion. I don't know why I wouldn't have addresses here. I can't remember. I just remember printing them off at my work. Maybe Leander, maybe, I'm not sure if somebody else has a list, maybe as well. I'm not sure.
I'll have to look through and look at a couple filing. I haven't looked for them, but I might have a copy of them. So that will be an action for me.
That's concerning to me, because I'm usually pretty on with that, so that's what's freaking me out. So, I wonder if they would. One thing that would be interesting is if the golf course would. I mean, if we could have any, just a contingency of some, an outside couple 3 tables if we somehow got, hoping that the weather would be good, and if just giving people some options in case we ended up.
Well, they have them.
Do they?
They have metal picnic tables, like a deck area outside.
Okay.
We can even put some easy ups up. I have one.
Sure.
We can get some more if need be.
I was just sitting there thinking. I guess that's my only concern at this point is if we end up getting more than the 70, 75 or whatever. That just making sure that it's a good experience for everybody. So.
Yeah.
So the golf would, so we would just sit there. The nice thing is people can sit there and say, hey, I want to golf, and so I'm going to pay what to have dinner and how appetizers or whatever the meal, whatever we end up doing here is could be one price, and golf, you know, if you want to show up early and do the golf, and that's another thing. And then people can, you know, they don't have to worry about going from the golf course to, you know, I mean, if they get too happy on the course, it really doesn't matter. So,
right. And the breakup in time too, I think some people, you know, if they have to leave and go see kids, whatever they got to do, or
sure,
some people might have to do that, but
well, and I didn't think about this, but there might be people that want to just come just for the golfing.
Right.
And like hang out with their peeps or whatever, and then hit the road.
Yeah, there might be. Not everybody's going to stay for both.
Yeah. Not everybody's going to want to golf either.
Right, and I think it's a good option too. I mean, they have a chance to, you know, do one or the other or both.
Yep, I agree.
So what do you think about, you know, I know you said you'd opened up the golf outing to other, you know, as an alumni golf outing rather than just class of 1990. Are there going to, I mean, and I don't care, to be honest, who shows up. I mean, if people outside of our class show up to reunion, that doesn't stress me out at all. But I'm just curious, you know, again, we're just kind of going off the numbers of just our class. I didn't know how many more we may or may not could expect from joining you already from outside ours.
I think there's going to be a time frame between the two that people are going to make up their decision to leave. Or I don't know. It's a good question, but I know Aaron Bell wanted to show up.
Sure.
He's like, man, I haven't seen all those guys in a long time. I go, well, it doesn't matter to me. But I understand what you're talking about, Dave.
Sure.
And that's that. I don't have any clue.
Right.
Just go with it, I guess, and see. I mean, we'll just pay for the food that we have the money for.
Right.
Whatever's there is there. You know, I mean, because the money that I'm charging for golf is going to include probably lunch, because I'll probably have Sarah cook lunch, because we'll probably play early in the morning. I'm guessing maybe 9.
And so then people will then will have lunch, and then
right.
we'll likely take off and then come back then. So
yeah,
okay.
Okay. I mean,
sure.
I think, and then that's gonna be a long day for some people.
Sure.
Unless, you know, I mean, the other option is we could also do it on 2 different days.
I kind of like the one day. What do you think, Jen?
I agree. I say we just do it.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then if people don't like it, I mean, at least we tried it.
Sure.
If they don't like it, they can plan it. How about that?
There you go.
So just so I can, you know, get my timing, you know, at least tentatively in my brain, you're sitting there thinking golfing would probably be like 9 to 1, right? Is it what 3.5 hours to do 18?
Well, it's a scramble, so I'm guessing 3, maybe.
Okay. So
9 to 3.
What?
Go from 9 to 3.
No, 9 to noon, 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
I feel like that, Jen, if you're golfing with Tony.
It will be a little bit longer if the stupid golf cart rolls over and on top of your partners.
Right.
So 9 to noon golf, and then lunch, you know, say from whatever, you know, noon to 2 or whatever, and then people would bust out and meet back up at like 5:30 or something. You were thinking, again, just tentative times here, but 5:30 for lunch, and then maybe 7 for dinner.
Yep, or 6 or 7:30 for dinner, and then Ernie did mention something to me about possibly having a DJ, so I'm gonna follow up with him on that and see what he has before I just say yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
okay.
Just write that down. But I got to cut this short. My daughter's leaving for DC tonight.
Cool.
Okay. I think we're good. We just need to figure out when we're going to touch base again.
Okay. You can do. I can do Sunday. Or Monday. Monday night.
Mondays are always good for me.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the time. We play hockey on Monday night, so I just would have to.
You know your schedule?
Yeah. Yeah, we are. If we did it like after 9, I'd be good. And if that's too late, then you guys can do it without me.
I think we can stay up past 9, Jen. So.
Dude, I can't.
I mean, well, I get up at 4, so.
I do too. So
yeah.
yeah. So playing hockey until 8:30. I'm about lights out by 9:10. So when
let's just tentatively do it for 9, and then if need be, we can get together real quick and come back on here during the weekend, right? If we're able to get together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have Dave's phone number, I don't think.
I'll send it to you in an email, Kevin.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not a Facebook guy. I'm rarely ever on. So if you need to get me, texting would be a much better option. So.
All right, that's cool.
So you guys thought you want to meet this next Monday? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, Monday at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so that's the 23rd. Monday at 9 p.m.
And and can we use this? Do you have to send a new invite, Jen, or can we just use the same meeting room that you?
We might be able to use the same one, but since it's a different day and different time,
right?
I might just generate a new one.
That's cool.
So I'll get that out.
All right. If I get a lot of numbers within the next couple days or so, you want me to contact you guys and maybe set something up, or you just
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a private Facebook group in the 4 of us, and it will just be us 4. So I'll put this call in there so that Leah can take a look at it, and we can communicate, do that. But since Dave's not a Facebook guy, we'll have to.
I can get on Facebook if I need to for this. So I'm just saying I just never.
You're planning a reunion, Dave. Get up with the times. Come on now.
You know, that's how I tracked down people that 5 years ago was Facebook. Okay, that's when I got my account. So.
Well, it's time to refresh your Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's been real.
Okay.
I gotta get it.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks. Bye, guys.
Yep. See you guys.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
Hold on just for 1 second.
Okay.
How do I end this thing?
Go to your there. You find
Where'd I
it?
go? I'm in progress.
Click on your. Are you on an iPhone?
No, just click on me.
Yep. Click on you. You should see a button that says to end the call
No.
or leave the call or.
Oh, here we go. Says invite, video, audio, share. I have no idea.
Should be down in the corner.
Oh, wow. Check
Down
that
in the
out.
corner should say leave the meeting. Okay. Oh, you're back. You turned your audio off.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
All right, we'll just kill the meeting. We're good.
Been real.
See ya.
See ya.